Alright guys, in this session let us learn how to convert active voice into passive voice of sentences which has modals plus have. Modals plus have, like for example, can have, could have, would have, should have. I'll give you one example. Uh, we have a very simple example. She may have. So now may have is the modal plus have. So when you say she may have helped the poor in so this is active voice. When you convert this into passive voice, it will be the poor may have. Now guys, keep in mind, whenever you come across any modals plus have like this in the sentence, then in the passive voice what you have to do is that you have to add been. You have to add been. So normally the subject, sorry, the object will go to the subject place and the subject will go to the object place. So in the sentence, the poor may have been helped by her. The poor may have been helped by her. The active voice is that she may have helped the poor. May modal, have the helping verb have. So she may have helped the poor. Now when you convert into passive voice, the poor may have been helped by her. Okay, one more example. He must have played games. So he must have played games. Now when you convert it into passive voice, keep in mind we'll have to add been. Games must have been played by him. So there are a few things which you need to keep in mind when you're converting active voice into passive voice. Okay, while you're converting from active voice to passive voice, you have to keep in mind the prepositions, pronouns, that the pronouns changes from from objective to subjective, because see, when you say I, we, you, she, he, it, they, these are subjective pronouns. In sense we use it for subjects in the subject's position. But when you are converting this, like for example, I love you, or I eat apple. So now when you convert that I eat apple into passive voice, then you have to say mango is eaten by me. So the subject I will be converted into object me. So in the objective, in the case of objective or objects, the I will be converted into me, we into us, you as you, she will be her, he will be him, it will be it, they will be them. So keep in mind that, for example, we are driving a car. A car is being driven by us. So that is how you convert the subjective pronouns into objective pronoun. Now she is singing a song. A song is being sung by her. So this is how you convert the subjects into objects. You cannot convert sentences of intransitive verb. You cannot convert active voice into passive voice of intransitive verbs. For example, she grew up in village. She grew up in village. Grew up, grew. This is a passive, this is an intransitive verb. Now, why is it intransitive? When you say, keep in mind, in normal sentences, we always have subject plus verb plus object. So keep in mind, subject is either made of noun or pronoun, and even the object will be either noun or a pronoun. I'll give you one example. Raju loves her. Raju is a noun, or even you can say that she loves her or he loves her. So he or she is a pronoun, and the object is pronoun. Or even you can say Raju loves Sita, or Raju loves Sita. Sita is a noun. So now subjects are made of noun or pronoun. Object is also made of noun or pronoun, either noun or pronoun. Now here in this case, she is subject, yes, and it is a pronoun. But in the village, or up in village, or in village is not a noun or a pronoun. Why? Because if you say only village, then yes, it is a noun. But in village, right now, it is not a noun or pronoun. Why? Because when you say in village, the phrase in village or in the village is talking about a place, talking about a place, and we call it as adverb of place, because this is an adverb. It is an adverb, and it is an adverb of place. It is not a noun or it is not a pronoun. Therefore, in this sentence, we don't have object or we don't have noun or pronoun, or we don't have object. Therefore, in a sense, where a sentence where there is no object, it is difficult for us to make. It is difficult for us to convert active voice into passive voice. Such kind of verb of a sentence is called intransitive verb. So you cannot convert this this sentence of intransitive verb into passive voice. But here in this case, look at this case, Raju loves her. If you say Raju loves her, we have a subject, we have a verb, we have object. So she is loved by Raju. We can convert into passive voice. She is loved by Raju. But here, as we don't have object, we cannot convert into passive voice. Keep in mind. So I'll give you another example of intransitive verb. I am going to home. Now again, if you look at this one, I is the subject, pronoun, am going is a verb, to home is not an object, It is not neither a pronoun, neither a noun. If you only say home, then yes, it is a noun. But to home and to without to home, you cannot make this sentence meaningful. I'm going to home is the right way you have to say. Therefore, if you delete, omit or to, then it is not right. If it is only home, then yes, it is a noun. But it is a phrase, and it is said that to home. Therefore, to home is expressing about a place where I am going. So this is not a noun. This is not a noun or a pronoun. Instead, this is an adverb of place. Since this is an adverb, we cannot say that this is the object of the sentence. No, we cannot. Therefore, we cannot convert this sentence into passive voice as there is no object. Or we say that this particular verb is an intransitive verb. Thank you.